Hey guys, it's Dr. Sebastian Gonzalez, and this is part of our backflow series. You can use some of these backflows in the morning, sometimes in the afternoon, and just really make your back happy. It works a lot of times with people with tightness of their back that just seems like it doesn't want to go away. So this will take less than 5 minutes. It's simple stuff. I'm just going to use a band today and a kettlebell. So the first thing I like to do with people is I like to get the cheeks turned on. The glutes are really the supportive area for the spine, and it makes it so we don't have as many grumpy backs. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put this around mainly this part, like the outer toes. And we do mainly that because there's a couple research articles to show that by doing the outer part of the toes versus here, it stimulates the cheeks a little bit more. So the first thing we're going to do is just going to do a simple march, okay? You're just going to load into a foot, break the band. Load into the foot, break the band. Notice that as I'm starting to march, the harder I pull up on that band, the harder I have to push down on this other one, all right? And the harder you start to pull up, if your hip flexor lights up, you're using too much hip. Maybe use a little bit of belly stiffness. Like if someone were to come up and slap you, that you shouldn't be able to go anywhere. All right, so that'll help cool the hip down. From looking from this angle, all I want you to do is start to load into the entire foot, the foot that's down. Make sure the toes are down as well, and you're not rocking back too much. And just hold it for like 5 seconds or so, and just kind of own the position. All right. If you don't quite know about where to be in the foot, rock around a little bit and just kind of feel, and you can do that best with 2 feet. If you have a balance issue, just be by a wall, okay? Next thing is we're going to use this band to load the cheeks a little bit more here. So we're going to slide down into a nice baseball position right here and just hang, all right? Once you kind of feel the hips start to wake up a little bit, then you're in the right spot. If you feel in the back, you're probably going like this a little bit. So make sure you're looking down there at your fire pit, all right? Now we're just going to be looking and scaling the side of a cliff. Notice my posture is not changing, and I'm trying to break the band in half. Not with a big step, break it in half, but I want to make sure that I'm just kind of doing 1-inch steps. And if I had little tap shoes on, you'd hear tap, 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 tap. If you need a break, just stand up, take your breath, slide down into that position like you're looking off a cliff again. Tap, 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 tap. This is probably going to last 30 seconds to a minute for a lot of people. That's okay, all right? Once you're done with that, kick it off. The glutes are nice and warmed up. Let's squat down like this, all right? We're going to go into a goblet squat position. Make sure that you're pushing the floor away when you stand up. Spread the floor, pull yourself to the floor, make the cheeks light up, push up again. Give me a couple reps there. Then add a counterbalance. This is 25 pounds roughly. I don't care about the weight as much as I care about the counterbalance. I want you to be able to push the hips backwards. Push hips back, drink the kettlebell, push the floor away. Push the hip pockets back, drink the kettlebell, push the floor away. Just give me 5. Push the hip pockets back, spread the floor, drink the kettlebell, push the floor away. In case you're wondering what I'm meaning by spread the floor, imagine that band's still there. Try to break that band by spreading your feet, all right? It'll turn those cheeks on. Lastly, you give yourself a little break. You got your cowboy right here, all right? Now, yeah, the heels are up. Cowboys didn't do a bunch of flexibility drills. Sometimes they just got to get in their toes and just poke the fire, all right? Or you can think of it like you're in the middle of like a fountain that people throw all their nickels in and make a wish. Just try to be in the center here. Don't get your heels wet. Start picking up some nickels, right? Dropping dimes, picking up your dimes. So just pick them up everywhere. And just notice that all I'm doing is I'm starting to load in different parts of the foot, all right? This will really chill the back down. I'm allowing the round to happen right here, but I don't have a load in my hand, okay? Spend a minute or so, pick up nickels everywhere. Get the furthest ones you can. Way across, all right? Really challenge your range. And that's all you really do. So, I need that. This is just a simple thing you can do. Movement is medicine in a lot of cases where people have these long-standing grumpy backs or tightnesses. So don't worry too much. Obviously, if something triggers, then it's something that maybe you should be aware of. But if you're managed by a healthcare provider and you know your risk reward on a lot of these things, you'll be just fine. Now, if you guys are looking for more help, then obviously I have a lot more videos like this. So thumbs up with this one and go see the other ones that I've done. I'm probably going to do probably about 10 or 15 in a row here before we go on to a new topic. So hopefully you guys are liking that. Also too, if you have a spouse who's having problems with their back and they're just not doing anything about it, I have a book that I'm going to have in the corner here. It basically addresses the mental aspect of getting better. Because although someone sent you this video, whether you decided to open it or not and do something about it today is a whole different story. So sometimes you give help to people and they don't always want it. So this book goes over the mental aspect and how giving them some mental exercises of how to get better first before they actually get to this. Because most of them won't even get to this. Back pain is an epidemic. This happens because people are ignoring it. So check that book out. There'll be a link below as well, and I'll see you guys next week.